Heavy iron wheels screech against the cold steel track, carrying an unsupportable weight of luggage upon my back. I watch the tiny village lanterns disappear into the midnight fog, checking the scribbled destinations inside my personal travel journal log. I bought a late ticket, choosing a seat in the very rear coach, watching the invisible boundary of the dark countryside approach. My old denim jacket smells of charcoal smoke and locomotive steam as I run away from the wreckage of a shattered, impossible dream. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say. Yeah. Riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. I spent decades playing melodies for commuters at the central station, watching a million nameless faces pass by in total isolation. But your sudden appearance in this dim carriage changes the entire view, turning a lonely journey into a beautiful narrative shared with you. The locomotive blows its steam whistle, a lonely crying sound, vibrating deep through the floorboards and the frozen ground. We share a single woolen blanket as the locomotive climbs the steep hill, finding a strange kind of comfort while the surrounding world stands still. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say. Riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. Continue to grow. We are headed for a terminal that only our inner spirits know. No timetables to restrict us, no schedules left to fear. With every click of the track, our destination becomes crystal clear. Listen to the tracks, no turning back through the dark terrain. Just the sound of the train, riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, turntable rotates at a steady 33 revolution speed, delivering the analog that our overstimulated minds truly need. I drop the sapphire needle into the groove of this rare original press, watching the black plastic disc cure our contemporary emotional distress. This cardboard jacket bears the scratches and stains of a previous decade, a durable monument to an era before the authentic craftsmanship decayed. The tube amplifier warms up, projecting a rich multi-dimensional sound that fills this private listening lounge with a frequency profound. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusing chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. High-tech gadgets of the modern arena, trapped inside a sterile compress that couldn't be meaner. But this analog resonance restores my primary artistic enthusiasm, bridging the generational divide across a massive creative chasm. The heavy bass line circulates smoothly through the wooden speaker cabinet, intertwining beautifully with the subtle accents of the snare. We don't need a flashy video presentation or a synthetic computer beat when this authentic playback makes our spiritual reconnection complete. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusing chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. Crash and fail. We've secured our connection within this physical tactile trail. No digital coding can replicate the human warmth of this old record track. Tonight we are proudly taking our creative freedom completely back. Hear the needle slide, nowhere left to hide. Just let it spin from the deep within, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusion chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. carrying an unsupportable weight of luggage upon my back. I watch the tiny village lanterns disappear into the midnight fog, checking the scribbled destinations inside my personal travel journal log. I bought a late ticket, choosing a seat in the very rear coach, watching the invisible boundary of the dark countryside approach. My old denim jacket smells of charcoal smoke and locomotive steam as I run away from the wreckage of a shattered, impossible dream. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say, riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. I spent decades playing melodies for commuters at the central station, watching a million nameless faces pass by in total isolation. But your sudden appearance in this dim carriage changes the entire view, turning a lonely journey into a beautiful narrative shared with you. The locomotive blows its steam whistle, a lonely crying sound, vibrating deep through the floorboards and the frozen ground. We share a single woolen blanket as the locomotive climbs the steep hill, finding a strange kind of comfort while the surrounding world stands still. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say, riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. The track, our destination becomes crystal clear. Listen to the track, no turning back. Through the dark terrain, just the sound of the train, riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts The violet sky blends into a deep shade of metropolitan and ink as the sun descends completely below the architectural brink. I stroll down the avenue, feeling the pavement release its daily heat, catching the syncopated groove that starts to vibrate through my feet. I'm leaning against the brick pillars of the underground cabaret club, tuning my electric instrument away from the noisy corporate hub. The drummer lays down a relaxed, bouncing shuffle pattern so fine, an irresistible invitation for your independent path to cross with mine. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation and expensive perfume, a welcoming playground for those who refuse to succumb to gloom. We are melting into the swing, entering magnificent sonic room, grooving together inside the pocket of this infectious twilight shuffle tonight, where the dividing lines blur beneath the neon lavender light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how steps should align. We are celebrating a connection that feels completely divine. I've strummed the blues in grand theaters across the globe's expanse, but nothing matches this organic groove's ability to induce a trance. Your hips sway like water flowing down a smooth mountain face, infusing this casual encounter with an unparalleled hypnotic grace. The electric keyboard plays a sophisticated jazz fusion, runs so sweet, matching the rapid, joyful acceleration of our mutual heartbeats. We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction phrase when our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation and expensive cologne, a welcoming playground for those who refuse to succumb to gloom. We are melting into the swing, entering magnificent sonic room, grooving together inside the pocket of this infectious twilight shuffle tonight, where the dividing lines blur beneath the neon lavender light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our steps should align. We are celebrating a connection that feels completely divine. Let the bass guitar slide, let the brass section. We've discovered a rare sanctuary on this concrete city ground. No boundaries to restrict us, no conventional rules left to obey. Just pure creative freedom, washing our exhaustion completely away. Keep it swinging, hear it ringing, move your feet to the beat. The stitched leather on my favorite walking footwear has completely split. A clear indication of the countless miles and terrains I had to commit. I've walked across desert sands and through the freezing city sleet, carrying a heavy load of ambition upon my exhausted, aching feet. My boots have lost their tread from exploring the rugged mountain pass, chasing after mirages of fortune that shattered like fragile glass. But standing here beside you on this unpaid rustic countryside lane, I feel the structural pressure releasing from my overtaxed brain. Our garments are dusty and our physical energy is running extremely low, but our internal compass understands exactly where we need to go. We are abandoning the modern race to let our independent freedom flow, traveling onward despite our heavily worn souls today, refusing to let the physical fatigue dictate our ultimate way. Every scuff and tear upon our leather tells a story of survival, a nomadic anthem celebrating our long-awaited spiritual arrival. I spent decades racing down the concrete highways of the music scene, trapped inside a luxurious but fundamentally exhausting entertainment machine. But your casual laughter acting like a therapeutic balm for my mind. Show me the simple treasures that I was too preoccupied to find. We sit on an old wooden bench, unlacing our tight protective gear. For the first time in a century, I don't feel the paralyzing fear. We don't need a golden chariot or a flawless limousine ride when we can conquer the wilderness while walking side by side. Our garments are dusty and our physical energy is running extremely low, but our internal compass understands exactly where we need to go. We are abandoning the modern race to let our independent freedom flow, traveling onward despite our heavily worn souls today, refusing to let the physical fatigue dictate our ultimate way. Every scuff and tear upon our leather tells a story of survival, a nomadic anthem celebrating our long-awaited spiritual arrival. And if the pathway disappears beneath the blanket of autumn leaves, we'll trust the alignment that our shared creative intuition weaves. No maps can capture the specific geometry of where we want to land when we possess the ultimate blueprint. fingerprint inside the palm of our hand. Barefoot now, fulfill the vow, feel the earth, our true worth. Traveling onward, despite our heavily worn souls today. Refusing to let the physical fatigue dictate our ultimate way. Every scuff and tear upon our leather tells a story of survival. A nomadic anthem celebrating our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Worn souls, but our spirits are soaring high beneath the beautiful open sky. Yeah, keep rolling on. Coastal breezes circulate through the open shutters of the seaside cottage, carrying an ancient maritime message that defies any historical dotage. I stand at the shoreline boundary, breathing the briny atmospheric vapor, watching the tiny crustaceans navigate the wet, shifting sandpaper. My sailboat rests securely inside the protected deep water anchorage bay, having traveled through treacherous global channels to return to you today. The endless horizon was magnificent, but it generated a profound isolation, which vanishes completely upon reaching this familiar coastal destination. The rhythmic murmuring of the surf provides a therapeutic, accursed still ground, where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. I've survived terrifying gales near the southern tip of the African coast, felt the immense power of towering waves trying to make my vessel a ghost. But no nautical victory matches the immense relief I experience right here, as your quiet presence banishes every remaining shred of my maritime fear. I coil the thick hemp mooring lines around the iron deck cleats with care, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance despair. We don't need to explore the wide planet, searching for a mythical paradise, when this humble fishing village offers a fulfillment that is beyond price. The rhythmic murmuring of the surf provides a therapeutic, acoustic ground where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor. As the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. Our spirits much merrier. No navigational charts can capture the specific coordinates of this peace, where all our global migrations find a permanent, beautiful seas. Hear the surf speak, the comfort we seek. The voyage is past, home at last. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor. As the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore, ocean whispers singing its ancient nautical tune beneath the silver radiance of the coastal moon, safe on the shore. Humid air drifts through the open French doors of the balcony suite, carrying the faint, distant sleeping tropical street. I lounge upon the silk cushions, wearing a simple satin dress, allowing the velvet atmosphere to cure my emotional emptiness.
I watch the smoke from the incense spiral toward the ceiling fan, formulating a poetic melody that defies any structured commercial plan.
My fingers execute a series of sophisticated minor chords on the nylon string, capturing the exact essence of the sweet devotion you bring. The temperature is rising as our glances intimately lock and mesh, an unmeasurable current circulating beneath the surface of our flesh. We are discarding the armor that we no longer need. warm and right. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar and a grand piano's gentle sigh. We are floating through the paradise, waving the chaotic world goodbye.
Spent years chasing phantom accolades within the music industry, trapped inside a luxurious but fundamentally hollow commercial luxury.
But this quiet tranquility provides a far deeper spiritual sense,
dismantling my cynical walls
with your pure, honest innocence.
The texture of your deep
Vocal tone acts like a soothing medicinal balm, guiding my anxious thoughts toward an unprecedented, beautiful calm.
We don't need explosive declarations
or vows carved into ancient stone, when this private understanding makes us feel entirely less alone.
The temperature's
Rising as our glances intimately lock and mesh,
in a
immeasurable current circulating beneath the surface of our flesh. We are discarding the armor that we no longer need to possess, surrendering our defenses to the allure of this sultry serenade tonight, where every single touch feels perfectly comfortable, warm and right. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar and a grand piano's gentle sigh. We are floating through the paradise, waving the chaotic world goodbye. When I am locked in this embrace with you, we are the supreme architects of a nocturnal design, where the blues of the earth and the jazz of heaven perfectly align. So smooth, so deep, before we drift off to sleep. Feel the music touch your soul. We are finally whole, surrendering our defenses to the allure of this sultry serenade tonight, where every single touch feels perfectly comfortable, warm and right. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar and a grand piano's gentle sigh. We are floating through the paradise, waving the chaotic world goodbye. Sultry serenade, wrapping us tight into the quiet tropical night. Sleep now, my love. ancient stone monolith stands solitary atop the windy hill, observing the passage of centuries while remaining completely still. It has watched empires crumble and rivers alter their natural course. A silent sentinel recording the universe's ultimate creative force. I stand beside the granite monument, feeling insignificantly small, listening to the wind howl against its weathered protective wall. We spend our lives building fragile monuments out of our pride, forgetting that nature is the only judge where truth can reside. The geological layers reveal the history of our shared survival, providing a majestic backdrop for our long-awaited spiritual revival. We stand exposed before the ultimate witness of our arrival, looking up at this lone witness, stripping away our superficial mask, answering the profound questions that our souls finally dare to ask. Though the human world is full of deception and temporary noise, the stone sanctuary restores our internal equilibrium and poise. I used to seek validation from the executives in the corporate room, an exhausting pursuit that only led to psychological doom. But standing here beneath the vast canopy of a celestial dome, I realize that this wilderness is my authentic, original home. Your acoustic guitars echo across the empty mountain vale, telling a story of resilience through a fierce winter gale. We don't need the applause of 1,000 faceless theater fans when our destiny is written inside these ancient geological plans. The geological layers reveal the history of our shared survival, providing a majestic backdrop for our long-awaited spiritual revival. We stand exposed before the ultimate witness of our arrival, looking up at this lone witness, stripping away our superficial mask, answering the profound questions that our souls finally dare to ask. Though the human world is full of deception and temporary noise, this stone sanctuary restores our internal equilibrium and poise. Let the modern civilizations collapse under their own material greed. We've rediscovered the basic elements that our spirits truly need. No monuments can outlast the structural integrity the sky blends into a deep shade of metropolitan ink, as the sun descends completely below the architectural brink. I stroll down the avenue, feeling the pavement release its daily heat, catching the syncopated groove that starts to vibrate through my feet. I'm leaning against the brick pillars of the underground cabaret club, tuning my electric instrument away from the noisy corporate hub. The drummer lays down a relaxed bounce and shuffle pattern so fine, an irresistible invitation for your independent path to cross with mine. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, expensive perfume, a welcoming playground for those who refuse to succumb to gloom. We are melting into the swing, entering magnificent sonic room, grooving together inside the pocket of this infectious twilight shuffle tonight, where the dividing lines blur beneath the neon lavender light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our steps should align. We are celebrating a connection that feels completely divine. I've strummed the blues in grand theaters across the globe's expanse, but nothing matches this organic groove's ability to induce a trance. Your hips sway like water flowing down a smooth mountain face, infusing this casual encounter with an unparalleled hypnotic grace. The electric keyboard plays a sophisticated jazz fusion run so sweet, matching the rapid, joyful acceleration of our mutual heartbeats. We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction phrase when our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, expensive cologne, a welcoming playground for those who refuse to succumb to gloom. We are melting into the swing, entering a magnificent sonic room, grooving together inside the pocket of this infectious twilight shuffle tonight, where the dividing lines blur beneath the neon lavender light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our steps should align. We are celebrating a connection that feels completely divine. Let the bass guitar slide, let the brass get the sound. We've discovered a rare sanctuary on this concrete city ground. No boundaries to restrict us, no conventional rules left to obey, just pure creative freedom, washing our exhaustion completely away. Keep it swinging, hear it ringing, move your feet to the beat. Moving together, yeah, inside the pocket of this infectious twilight shuffle tonight, where the divided lines blur beneath the neon lavender light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our steps should align. We are celebrating a connection that feels completely divine. Twilight shuffle, keeping us moving so clean. The most beautiful groove we've ever seen. Just let it roll. Swings back and forth inside the deserted gallery hall, projecting elongated silhouettes against the cracked plaster wall. I spin slowly upon the marble tiles, mimicking a forgotten era's dance, trapped inside the elegant cage of this late night reminiscent trance. I track your graceful movements from the darkness of the heavy velvet drapes, watching how the flickering candlelight alters our familiar physical shapes. My fingers execute a delicate triple meter progression upon the spruce wood, articulating the unspoken grievances that our younger selves never understood. The rhythm, the bridge and the vast chasm between the aggressive and the tender. We balance on the fine edge of a memory so sweet and slender. Completely out of sight. Let the nocturnal symphony guide the rotation of our weary frame. We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. I spent decades chasing the loud, syncopated rhythms of the city scene, an exhausting pursuit inside a frantic, ego-driven musical machine. But this slow, deliberate triple-time movement restores my internal peace, allowing my overtaxed intellect to find a temporary, beautiful release.
Your acoustic coats the vacant space
like a warm tapestry, creating an intimate sanctuary born from pure artistic majesty. We don't need a grand orchestra or a sophisticated ballroom crowd when our silent coordination speaks so beautifully and loud. The ribbon bridging the vast chasm between the aggressive and the tender. We balance on the fine edge of a memory so sweet and slender, gliding effortlessly through this bittersweet shadow waltz tonight, where our historical regrets dissolve completely out of sight. rotation of our weary frame. We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. Until the final chord eventually expires. We've constructed a permanent sanctuary from our creative desires. No passage of time can erase the choreography of what we share. A timeless masterpiece born from surviving our deepest despair. Set it free, spinning slow, let it go. Gliding effortlessly through this bittersweet shadow waltz tonight, where our historical regrets dissolve completely out of sight. Oh, let the nocturnal symphony guide the rotation of our weary frame. We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. Shadow walls fading into the dark lounge, the finest comfort two lonely spirits could scrounge. Just one final turn. Water currents navigate the smooth limestone riverbed channel, undoing each knot within our complicated psychological panel. I watch the ripples expand in a perfectly synchronized sequence, gaining a sudden understanding of nature's elegant eloquence.
My boat glides effortlessly past the rocky harbor perimeter bulkhead, leaving behind the rigid calculations that used to clutter my forehead.
The streaming tide operates with absolute liberation and grace, erasing each static obstruction from this grand oceanic space. The liquid elements adjust, reshaping our structural destination, releasing our stubborn intellects from a state of frozen insulation. We surrender our defensive postures to this magnificent circulation. Moving effortlessly within the pattern of this fluid motion tonight, where every mechanical boundary dissolves completely out of sight. No strict sheet music required to dictate how our arrangement should flow. We simply adapt to the current as the nocturnal velocities grow.
I spent decades trapping my creativity inside a stiff corporate rhythm, forgetting the organic magic hidden within a non-linear logarithm. But this flexible progression restores my primary acoustic acuity, showing me that artistic freedom is the ultimate spiritual annuity. Your guitar phrases cascade like a waterfall descending a cliff face, infusing this entire recording studio with a beautiful, spacious pace. We don't need a heavy bass drum to force our separate pulses to blend, when the smooth interaction is a masterpiece from beginning to end. The liquid elements adjust, reshaping our structural destination, releasing our stubborn intellects from a state of frozen insulation. We surrender our defensive postures to this magnificent circulation, moving effortlessly within the pattern of this fluid motion tonight, where every mechanical boundary dissolves completely out of sight. No strict sheet music required to dictate how our arrangement should flow. We simply adapt to the current as the nocturnal velocities grow. Constructed a frequency that doesn't rely on a concrete strand. No boundaries can contain the immense magnitude of what we express, when our synchronized instinct is the only law we care to confess. Let it stream, an unfiltered dream, no blocks to bind, leave the walls behind. Mechanical boundary dissolves completely out of sight. No strict sheet music required to dictate how our arrangement should flow. We simply adapt to the current as the nocturnal velocities grow. Fluid motion, guiding our creative journey so clean. The most beautiful navigation we've ever seen. Let it float away. Yellow jar sits open on the wooden kitchen counter ledge, attracting a swarm of tiny insects near the window edge. I dip a silver spoon into the amber viscous fluid so sweet, anticipating a delicious treat, but finding an unexpected defeat. You offered me a taste of your sophisticated, guarded affection, but it came with a sting that shattered my emotional protection. We caught our harsh arguments in a layer of artificial saccharin, trapped inside a beautiful but fundamentally toxic routine. The sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn, a painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses in the flavor chords in your expensive velvet gown.
The most beautiful, dangerous temptress in this entire southern town. Your compliments are sharp, disguised as a gentle loving embrace, leaving an unforgettable mark that time can never erase.
The acoustic guitar notes you strum are full of underlying tension,
a beautiful mask covering a truth we are too terrified to mention. We are too prideful creators locked in a competitive romantic game, burning each other's fields while claiming to love the flame. The sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn, a painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away, an addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Should we smash the jar and throw the remnants into the garbage bin? Admit that neither one of us possesses the capacity to win? Or do we crave the sting because it proves we are still alive? A twisted justification for why our damaged souls survive. Taste the sting, hear the words sing, hear the words sing. Sweet but cruel, the game of a fool, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away, an addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Bitter honey lingering on my lips with every single sip, such a sweet poison. The turntable rotates at a steady 33 revolution speed, delivering the analog warmth that our overstimulated minds truly need. I drop the sapphire needle into the groove of this rare original press, watching the black plastic disc cure our contemporary emotional distress. This cardboard jacket bears the scratches and stains of a previous decade, a durable monument to an era before the authentic craftsmanship decayed. The tube amplifier warms up, projecting a rich multi-dimensional sound that fills this private listening lounge with a frequency profound. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious as a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusion chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay.
I spent half a life dealing with the high-tech gadgets of the modern arena, trapped inside a stereo compressed and couldn't be meaner. But this analog resonance restores my primary artistic enthusiasm, bridging the generational divide across a massive creative chasm. The heavy bass line circulates smoothly through the wooden speaker cabinet, intertwining beautifully with the subtle accents of the snare. We don't need a flashy video presentation or a synthetic computer beat when this authentic playback makes our spiritual reconnection complete. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusion chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. Let the outer world rush, let the internet networks crash and fail. We've secured our connection within this physical tactile trail. No digital coding can replicate the human warmth of this old record track. Tonight we are proudly taking our creative freedom completely back. Hear the needle slide, nowhere left to hide. Just let it spin from the deep within, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusion chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. Vintage vinyl playing its final beautiful groove. Our collective spirits completely improve. Let the record end. Two rivers intersect near the old wooden chapel gate.
where the weeping willows bow down beneath the heavy hands of fate.
I stand upon the muddy embankment,
watching the catfish swim below, wondering which stream will swallow the final remnants of the show.
I carried a heavy wooden emblem across the dusty southern line, searching for a spiritual sanctuary
that I could finally claim as mine.
The crossroads are waiting, demanding a
definitive choice tonight,
but the foggy atmosphere obscures
the difference between wrong and right. The ancient spirits are whispering from the depths of the bayou stream,
warning our stubborn minds against the danger
of an illusionary dream.
We must make our final stance before the morning sunbeams gleam,
standing paralyzed before the judgment
of this solemn Delta cross,
calculating the immense emotional weight
of our collective financial loss.
Let the muddy waters wash away
the arrogance that kept us blind,
as we seek a brand new direction that our spirits can find.
I spent decades strumming the 12-string guitar for gamblers in the shack, trading my integrity for a few silver coins that I can never give back.
But your honest voice pierces through the thick tobacco smoke,
shattering the heavy illusion
of the corporate entertainment joke.
The preacher is singing a
traditional gospel tune from the porch next door,
a powerful melody that vibrates
deep through the cypress floor.
We don't need a golden altar or a magnificent cathedral dome, when the simple junction
can guide our wandering feet back home. The ancient spirits are whispering
from the depths of the bayou stream,
warning our stubborn minds against the danger
of an illusionary dream.
We must make our final stance
before the morning sunbeams gleam,
standing paralyzed before the judgment
of this solemn Delta cross,
calculating the immense emotional weight
of our collective financial loss.
Let the muddy waters wash away the arrogance that kept us blind, as we seek a brand new direction
that our spirits can find.
Can we find absolute forgiveness
At the intersection of our fears,
or are we destined to drown within the reservoir of our accumulated tears?
let the baptismal current
Cleanse the stains of our historical pride. There is nowhere left for two exhausted companions to run and hide.
choose the path,
Face the wrath at the dividing line. Make it fine.
standing paralyzed
Before the judgment of this Find Delta Cross, show us the way before the arrival of day. Let the river flow. Deep sapphire skies envelop the quiet suburban neighborhood terrace, extinguishing the chaotic daylight and every architectural embarrass. I lean over the iron railing, observing the celestial crescent shape, finding a beautiful pathway for my overstimulated mind to escape.
The astronomical lantern sheds its silver hue across the empty lawn. Soothe the psychological fatigue that I have carried since yesterday's dawn. Hollow body jazz instrument console, allowing the soothing frequencies to rejuvenate my fractured soul. The cosmic geometry's a perfect overhead display, washing the competitive tension of the professional arena completely away. We find an unexpected sanctuary within this nocturnal cosmic ray, basking beneath the royal brilliance of this indigo moon tonight, where the remaining anxieties dissolve into the shadows out of sight. A sophisticated fusion of a crying string and a keyboard's gentle sigh. We are floating through the twilight, waving the stressful universe goodbye. I spent half a century chasing the bright illumination of the theater stage, believing that temporary adoration was the ultimate crown of my age. But this domestic tranquility offers a far more profound spiritual grace, reflecting its honest perfection directly upon your welcoming face. The scent of nighttime blooming gardenia fills the cozy veranda space as your fingers execute a series of gorgeous chords with elegant pace. We don't need a massive crowd or a loud standing ovation applause when our private harmony operates under its own beautiful laws. The cosmic geometry's a perfect overhead display, washing the competitive tension of the professional arena completely away. We find an unexpected sanctuary within this nocturnal cosmic ray, basking beneath the royal brilliance of this indigo
glow. We've constructed a permanent boundary against the world's demands, holding the entire blueprint of our destiny inside our joined hands.
Sapphire light,
Deep in the night, feel the peace grow, take it real slow. Basking beneath the royal brilliance of this indigo moon tonight, where the remaining anxieties dissolve into the shadows out of sight. A sophisticated fusion of a crying string and a keyboard's gentle sigh. We are floating through the twilight, waving the stressful universe goodbye. Indigo moon, painting our sanctuary so clean. The most comforting twilight we've ever seen. Just drift off to sleep. A yellow jar sits open on the wooden kitchen counter ledge, attracting a swarm of tiny insects near the window edge. I dip a silver spoon into the amber viscous fluid so sweet, anticipating a delicious treat, but finding an unexpected defeat.
you offered me a taste of your sophisticated, guarded affection, but it came with a sting that shattered my emotional protection. We caught our harsh arguments in a layer of artificial saccharin, trapped inside a beautiful but fundamentally toxic routine. The sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn, a painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away. An addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. I watch you pace across the floorboards in your expensive velvet gown, the most beautiful, dangerous temptress in this entire southern town. Your compliments are sharp, disguised as a gentle, loving embrace, leaving an unforgettable mark that time can never erase. The acoustic guitar notes you strum are full of underlying tension, a beautiful mask covering a truth we are too terrified to mention. We are too prideful creators locked in a competitive romantic game, burning each other's feels while claiming to love the flame.
sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn. A painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away. An addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Should we smash the jar and throw the remnants into the garbage bin? Admit that neither one of us possesses the capacity to win. Or do we crave the sting because it proves we are still alive? A twisted justification for why our damaged souls survive. Taste the sting, hear the words sing, sweet but cruel, the game of a fool. Drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away. An addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Bitter honey.